There's Raven. So I'm getting ready to go run some errands, and I'm bringing Raven with me. She doesn't need to go with me. I only need her when I go out of town. But it's good to keep her, you know, sharp, and she likes to work. And so I have, this is her vest, service dog, please don't pet me, I'm working, that patch never works. But yeah, and she sees that I have it, and so she's excited. Do you want to go bye-bye and go be a good working dog? Yeah, you do. So I'm not going to film any of it because I don't have a GoPro yet. I'm still using this big old camera, but someday, eventually, when I have a little camera, I'll film an outing or two that I have with her. But hopefully everything goes good. I have my ADA law card with me just in case we get stopped. And yeah, so everything is good. So, oh, and today is Sunday. So it's the first episode. I mean, it's the first, what is it? Let me think. It's another episode. This is the first scene of the new episode, which is episode number 3, I believe, if I'm correct. So, all right, here we go. You ready, Raves? Are you ready? Let's see how fast you can get that tail going. Can you go any faster? I bet the tail can go faster. I bet it can go faster. I bet it can go faster. Okay. All right, now we need to calm down. And we're going to be a good dog. We're going to be a good dog. Yeah. Okay, so we're in the car. I actually decided to bring my camera with. I'm not going to film when I'm with her, just because it'll be too hard. But I am going to go, I've got to go get some mice, there we go, for my snakes. Don't worry, I'm not going to film feeding my snakes, because it might upset some animal lovers. And I'm an animal lover and it upsets me, so I just do it quickly and walk away. But Raven, what are you doing? Looking at the cages? There's nothing in there. There's no mice in there. So anyway, so I'm gonna go into the reptile store. I'll park in the shade and leave the windows rolled down, partially, and go into the reptile store, and maybe I'll ask them if I can film any reptiles in there. If they say I can't film in there, then I can't film in there. But if I can, then that would be neat. Do you want that window rolled down, Raven? Let's see, where's the... There we go. Alright, so first we are, I'm not sure what's first on our list. I gotta make sure, let me make sure I have my phone. I was in such a hurry to get out. There we go, my phone, okay. Alright, there we go. So I think actually I'm going to Goodwill first, and then I'm going to go get mice. And then after that, go to Walgreens. Oh, and I'm going to meet a friend at his, that I haven't seen in a while, at his place. So he's got 2 horses. So Raven's coming with me with that. So I'll film that too, for the heck of it. And so you guys can meet Curtis. All right, off to our next adventure. Okay, so I just got here at my friend Curtis's house. I haven't seen him for a couple of years. We kind of broke up, and we were never boyfriend and girlfriend. We were just really, really good friends, and it was pretty much my fault. But sorry, my hand is all twisted around. So let me reacquaint myself with him, and then I'll show you the animals he's got, and if he brought his dog, then Raven and the other dog might be able to play together or whatever. We'll film some of that. Alright, so be back in a sec. What do you think, Raven? That's Brooks. That's Curtis's little dog. Raven doesn't really know. What do you think, Raven? What do you think? And this is Missy. You were telling me about her. She bit you yesterday.
Yes, she's a baby.
Why did you bite? That's not very nice.
But she went and worked really hard and ran around and made up for it.
Good.
It was very good.
She's very pretty.
Now that she's not covered in hives yet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You see all the pine trees behind?
Yeah, I see. Oh, so they do have a little outdoor turnout back there.
Totally.
Neat. I didn't know that there was an outdoor to this.
It's kind of funny though because Spirit's inside is the smaller one, but he has the bigger outside.
Oh, okay.
And her inside is the bigger one, and so she has a smaller outside.
Cool.
And, excuse my mess, I have to clean right
Oh,
now. This is why
please.
I'm here.
Don't worry. This is just, I started to do a, vlogging my animal stuff and chronic illness and still, dealing with animals, so it's,
Hi.
I haven't posted anything yet, but
Well,
I'm
I can't
gonna.
wait to watch them.
Yeah, I want you to see them.
So she came from a place where I've been taking lessons on and off since I was 16. It's
Okay,
like
the raining
yeah.
place in
And
Temecula, right?
This guy, and she's the first super legit one, but in the past he had given me, like some just old trail horses he repoed from boarders that weren't paying, you know, after whatever.
Yeah.
And so he's like, hey, I actually have a real horse, like, you know, like if you want to come to.
So it's a secret. Curtis does not know what I have at my house.
Does it have a name?
There's Curtis. He doesn't want to be filmed. I'm filming the top part of you.
Thank you. Does the animal have a name?
It does, but I'm not even telling you whether it's a female or a male.
Okay.
See, you have to come by the house. Come with, what's his name, Chris?
Jeff.
Jeff. I don't know why I said Chris.
And, until you get horses, they're all right over.
Yeah, right over. Well, can you come by tonight? Are you riding tonight?
Maybe I'm gonna go up to Laverne after this, and then I'll tell you.
Oh, okay. Raven!
I have to go. I'm trying a horse for my old boss, a little trail horse, at the same. Well, it's San Dimas. San Dimas.
Come here, pretty girl! Okay, sounds good.
Alright,
All right. Come on, you can do it, Raven. You can do it. It's so hot and it's tiring. And yes, oh, and she's just having lots of fun with Brooke. He's good. I'm really proud of the way Brooke looks, Curtis, because most people with little chihuahuas they're all fat, and Raven's actually a little overweight herself, but Brooke's looks really good. You hearing me? Okay, just making sure you heard my compliment. All right, we're gonna go, Raven and I are gonna go run our other errands, and then call me when, there's Brooks. Call me when you can come by. Or yeah, or if you're riding. Brooks, come on, Brooks. Come on. Run, 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 move those little legs. Run, oh, he's so fast. He's so fast. What a good boy. What a good boy. And he's the most friendly Chihuahua I have ever met in the whole entire world. And he's just, I'm not a big Chihuahua fan, but I like this little guy. He's super cute. He's little. And he was a rescue, which we like all of those things. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, he's a good, huh, Raven? And you came when I called. Thank you for calling me. Yes, thank you for coming. Oh, what's that? What's that face? What are you guys doing? What's he doing to you? What's he doing? Oh, you've got crazy eyes, Raven. What's the little dog doing? You're pretty brave, Brooks, to jump up on her like that. You're a pretty brave little dog. Yeah, you have no fear. You have no fear. Okay, so Raven and I are going to go to Goodwill. We're leaving Curtis's right now. We're going to go to Goodwill and then to the reptile store. Okay, wait, Raven, come here. What do you think dashing in front of the street like that? Get up here. Thank you. Now you need to wait. Okay, no cars. Okay, come on, Raven. Run, run, run. I'm going to give her some water once we get in the car. Whoops, I'm not going to film this. Okay, hop in. Good girl. Okay, hop up. Okay. Let me get the car. Oh, let me get her some water. All right, I'm going to give her some water, and then I will hopefully be able to film at the reptile store. Okay, there's Raven. I've given her water twice before, so she's not really thirsty. I mean, twice again, 2 separate times. since we were at the horses, and so now I've parked in the shade and she's gonna wait for me while I go grab my mice. I'm gonna ask them if I can film anything in the reptile store. They may say no just because of their policies, but I'm gonna see if they'll let me film. And so if I can, great. If I can't, then I'll just show you when I go home. And I actually decided I will film how I feed the mice, because it's actually not gory and you won't see anything anyways the way I do it. I just kind of put the mouse in the drawer, shut the drawer. You don't see anything. So I'm going to film that. Yeah, there we have it. So mice to see next. Where's my off button? There we go. So they would not let me film. They would not let me film in the shop, which is a bummer, but that's okay. There are pinkies, and I'll show you guys those in a second when we get into the house. And here are the mice. And yeah, so Raven and I are going to go into the house now. Come on, Raven. And we actually ended up not even doing any service dog stuff. We didn't even get to go anywhere fun, huh? No, you had fun at the horses. Yes, you did. You had lots of fun. And it was a really good thing. There you go. Jump down. All right, all the way down. Good girl. All right, I'm going to grab my stuff, and then I will show you how I feed my snakes. Okay, so I brought my mice up here. I am going to feed, I've got Rhea, Breck, Azaran, and then in here, one side I've got Calyx, Quidel, and down here I've got two. I've got Yuki and Myrick. Each snake gets one mouse, except for Rhea. She gets two mice. And then over here, I've got these guys, and these babies all eat the pinkies. And except today's my first day of feeding this one, this snake, and another snake I have over here named Ziv. I'm going to feed him. They get two pinkies instead of their usual one pinky, because I'm trying to get them to be bigger, so or to grow. And I might have to hold on a sec. It's going to get kind of crazy. Hi guys, I'm really sorry. I do feel bad. Like I said, I'm not going to show anything. So if you're an animal lover, it really is. It's not bad to watch. So there's her head. Let me get two of these mice. One, two. You've got little shavings on your tail. Oh. Put that back in there. And then I put them in, and I just shut the door, and then I'm done. Open up Rex. Why is it not open? She gets one. Whoops. I'm hoping that she's pregnant. Breck might be my pregnant one. So that would be really cool. Oh, her cage looks dirty. All of hers, because she knows I'm getting mice, I'll just clean up her cage later a little bit. I'm not a bad owner, I swear. And a mouse for you. Actually, I was trying to feed her two. Was I trying to feed her two? I'll have to see if I have a leftover mouse or not. I'm not sure. I forget. She was supposed to get two hoppers, but then these mice looked small, and so I wasn't sure what to get. So after I put the mice in the cage, the snake's cage,
I come back an hour later and I make sure that the mouse has been eaten. Hi, Yuki. Are you hungry, buddy? You've got a sand hat on. Silly snake. So I do see now that, whoops. Oh, there's Myrick. Hi, Myrick. That I am going to have an extra mouse. So I'm going to save the smaller mouse. I want this snake, Azmaran, to work on getting a little bit bigger. So I'm going to feed her too. But looks like she may not be interested at all because she hasn't gone after the... Ooh! I'm sorry if you're an animal lover and saw that. I wasn't going to show any footage of the mouse eating a snake, but it's too late now, so turn off if you don't like it. Here she is, strangling a mouse, but we're not going to watch that because it's kind of sad. So we just push that aside. Okay, let me get my pinkies out and I will show you them. Okay, I just ripped open the top of this bag. Here are the pinkies. Yes, it's very sad. But actually this white, something interesting that I learned, this white on their, where is it? Oh, that's just shavings. This white and their right there, that white part, that's actually milk in their bellies. If they don't have white, that means they haven't just eaten or they're hungry. But if they have white, that means they're full. And so I found that kind of interesting. So, okay. So this guy gets, I've got him in my hand, but I'm not squeezing him hard. This guy, Ziv, is going to get 2 mice. I'm going to move his hide. Oh, hey, buddy. And since we've already got one snake filmed eating, I guess I'll film him too, eating one of his mice anyways. So normally I just set him in there, but I'll circle it. So yeah, so there's that. He gets 2. So I'm going to give him 1 more here for later. Alright, put his screen back on. That's Ziv. He is an albino paint Kenyan sand boa. Alright, now I'm going to come over here. And the top, Mason and Yawin, each get 2. Oh, hey Mason, how are ya? Do you have water in there? Yeah, you've got some water in there. I look like a bad owner if I don't have, but there is water in there, but there needs to be more. So here's Mason. He is an Anery Splash. I don't know if you've seen my other video or not, but I'm just gonna stick his 2 back there and he can go hunt. He can go on the prowl. This is Yawin. Who also needs a little bit of water. Oh, there's her face. She, we'll feed her grabbing her mouse as well. But I kind of, sometimes she tries to pull it under the sand, and I don't want her to do that, but she'll coil around it eventually. She figures it out. I just kind of feel bad for the mouse. Okay, so she gets, uh-oh, I didn't get enough. Okay, she's not going to get 2. In fact, I'm going to take one of his away. I got 2 mice. I needed 2 more mice. So here's Ichon. I'll stick his mouse back there. Here is Rajani. I'll stick mouse back there. Throw this bag away. And boom, done with feeding my sandboas. Over there they ate and they ate. It was almost successful. Sometimes I don't get enough or I get too much mice-wise. Today it looked like I didn't calculate correctly and I didn't get the 2 extra mice that I wanted, the pinkies for those guys, but that's okay. I'll add that to I'll make a note of that. And then I'm going to come back here later and see who has eaten and who hasn't. It looks like, you see these 2 guys haven't eaten yet. This mouse is actually grooming himself. That's how comfortable he feels. This one's kind of trying to get out. But on this one, sometimes the males don't feel like eating. And so, so I hope that they eat. But if not, I'll feed her an extra one, and then this one an extra one. Sometimes she'll eat an extra one, but Rhea hasn't really been eating for me lately, so I have to see if she'll eat at all. Let's take a peek. Yeah, both the mice are still running around there, so I leave them in for, well, I'll leave them in for about, I gotta get up, but I gotta get up slowly. I'll leave them in there. If they don't eat in the next 15-20 minutes, sorry, my hand is shaking. When I stand up too fast, I get a little shaky. What was I saying after that? Yeah, so there you go. So I'll check in 15 minutes to make sure, because it stresses the snake out if the mouse is in there too long. And so so I will take the mouse out of the cage, and if I have extra, I put it in here and take it back to the reptile store tomorrow, which is lots of fun. But I usually drop them off at a closer reptile store, and they don't pay for them at all. There's Rave. They just take them back and you just give them to them, but you don't get money back for the mice. Alright, there we go. So thanks for watching, and I don't know what's going to be next, so we will see. We'll see when we see, as my dad says. Let's see, is Sullivan in there? Do we see Sullivan? Don't know where he is. So these 4 live to tell their tale another day. If that's how you say it, I'm not sure. Anyways, Rhea didn't eat her 2, and then the boys, 2 of the boys didn't eat their 2, and then Breck actually ate an extra, and I gave her a 3rd one, and she grabbed it, and then that mouse bit her, chomped on her, and she let go, and then Breck was too scared to try again. So that mouse saved itself by biting my snake, which I was bummed because Breck is possibly pregnant, so she needs all the food she can get because she's going to go on a hunger strike when she gets even more pregnant. So anyway, so alright, well, that's today. Bye.